Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at 5 projects we expect to do really well throughout February. If you like this sort of content, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. So getting straight into it then. So we're going to start with 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘. Now, I think this one's going to do really well. Next generation of video and entertainment blockchain powered by you is how they've articulated it on the website. Now, why am I calling this one out? Well, in 1 day, 6 hours and 31 minutes at the time of recording this video, they're going to have their ecosystem go live. They've also got an airdrop, so I think that's an interesting one. So definitely go take a look at their 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 token. Really do recommend taking a look at that. Now, you just have to have a look at this price. So it's been as high as $14.28 and currently sat at like $2, just under $2.90. So I think this one's going to do really well. If you have a look at the total value locked at 91.96 million at the moment, and it's really just the two protocols here. I expect this to grow and the dominance of 𝗕𝗘 swap to reduce from 96 probably down to between 40 and 50 over a period of time, as the ecosystem matures. So for me, this is definitely an interesting project. If we have a look at advice.io, and have a look at the artificial intelligence and machine learning there, currently ranked as C1, so very poor, minus 1.18 on the 7-day change. Now, if we sort of break it down and have a look at it in more detail, your 𝗕𝗢𝗪 ratio is B2, so that isn't the best. Your fear and greed index, I'd say it's neither greedy or fearful. It's kind of that in between at the moment, and that's probably because it looks like an absolute steal at these prices. It might go lower, so no FOMO in, guys. The Sharpe ratio is D, so that is really pulling it down. Same as the moving average is also a D, pulling it down. Your firm profitability, C1, so it's not as profitable as the projects that we normally see on this project. And this is one we could have got into really early, and we probably would have seen all this profits over that period of time. However, we chose not to, mainly because we couldn't or we didn't like how you would access their system as a content creator. Maybe that's changed as the project's evolved. We need to probably go back and have a look at that. Your peak end value demand is at C2. So overall, it's a C1. A1 is the highest overall rating. A2 is the highest we've ever seen. So it's down the pecking order, but I'd say a lot of that is more to do with the markets, not just the crypto market, but the other markets, your stocks and all that stuff as well, right? So this is mainly the economic sort of landscape that we're currently under at the moment. But I do think that this will do a reversal. I think it will do well, and for that reason it's on the list for February. Do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on this particular project. Really interested to know, so do let me know in the comments below. Moving on, we got Chainlink. Now this one, we expect to do really well. It's not really performed as well as we thought it would through 2021. But with that said, it's integrated with so many projects. I think this one's here for the long term. This is a really solid list, I'm going to say, of projects. But this is one that, at the price that it currently is at like 16.77, down another 4% at the time of recording, ranked 20 by market cap. It again is it's a steal. I mean, this was as high as $52. So it's on massive discount. We expect this one to do really well, the short, the medium and the long term. So definitely one to do some research on, and again, it might be a little bit cheaper in the coming hours and days. So no FOMOing in, go have a look at those charts and make sure that you're getting in at the right prices. But overall, it's a fantastic project. you know, that connects smart contracts, you know, with off-chain data and services. So much needed part of, you know, the requirements in order to really sort of fulfill the capabilities of blockchain technology, and massively integrated, you know. So it's not the only Oracle project out there, but it is sort of the you know, got the first mover advantage, and it's definitely a project that has integrated very, very well with many projects. If we have a look at the advice.io, artificial intelligence and machine learning, you've got C2 overall, so again, extremely poor. The 7-day change is up 1.61%. If we sort of delve into it in a bit more detail, your AMI-HAD ratio is B2, so again, it's not too bad, but it's not brilliant either. Your fear and greed index is kind of again on that medium or middle ground, should I say, neither fearful or greedy. And I think that's a lot to do with where the price has been, where the price currently is sat, and people are like looking at it and thinking, yeah, that's really good value. I really do think, you know, with the amount of integrations and partnerships that Chainlink has, the price for me anyway, like, it's obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, this is just my opinion, but my opinion is, you know, it's massively undervalued currently at the prices that it's at. You know, and again, part of the reason why it's in this list for February, right? Sharp ratio's D, so that's pulling it down, very similar to what we saw with the previous project. Same with the moving average. Your peak end value demand is C2, and your firm profitability is a D. That's something that we don't tend to see on this channel. We've, you know, been very, very good with the selections that we've made, and, you know, a lot of the projects that we're invested in are A rated for firm profitability. So yeah, you don't tend to see that too often, but long term, I think this is one of those OG projects that's going to be here for forever, that's going to do really, really well. But do let me know in the comments below. I know it's you know, what your opinions are. I know it hasn't really performed like we kind of envisioned it would, but I still think that is going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Moving on to the third project, and that's Cosmos, the internet of blockchains. This one's an interesting one, right? Because you know, the total value locked isn't huge on their hub side of things, but you know, you've got the likes of Kronos network now that's sort of building, and I wonder how much that's going to you know, support the price and the evolution of Cosmos and the Atom token as a whole, right? Do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on this. But currently at 26.33, down 5.98% at the time of recording. Again, we've seen some highs at, you know, over $44. You know, recently 43.61. So ultimately, this is on massive discount, ranked 21 currently. Again, a solid project. If you have a look at Kronos, for example, total value locked 1.91 billion USD. And you know, you've got VVS finance dominance at 62.15%. But you know, you can have a look at how quickly this is growing, with, you know, obviously this being the 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏 ecosystem, right? So again, utilizing Cosmos. So but for me, it's an interesting one. I just wanted to sort of raise it, sort of bring people's awareness to it. Do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are. We're getting to the artificial intelligence and machine learning at advice.io, currently ranked B3, so it's poor, but it's not as bad as some of the other projects that we've just covered. I expect all of these to do really well throughout February. 7-day change minus 24%. Now, if we sort of dig into it, your AMI-HAD ratio is A2, so that's pretty solid, something that we're used to seeing on the channel. Your fear and greed index is C2, so, you know, it's a little bit of fear around this one. Your Sharpe ratio is a D, so that is pulling it down. Same with your moving average, also a D. Firm profitability, more like what we're used to seeing, you know, for firm profitability, A1. Your peak end value demand B2, so that is also pulling it down. But you know, I expect this to perform throughout February. Do let me know what you think. Really interested to get your views and opinions, but ultimately really like this project, expected to do really well. Moving on, we've got Near Protocol. Reimagine your world. Again, I think this one's going to do really well. Do dig into this one. Make sure you do your research. You know, like I've mentioned on the previous projects I've been calling out, I'm not a financial advisor. This video should be seen and watched as educational purposes only, or for educational purposes only, I should say. You know, and you should definitely go do all your research. The crypto space is, you know, it's a volatile market, as we're seeing right now, right? You know, there's people that were talking about protocols that were over $100 that are now less than $20. So, you know, it's very volatile. You should only invest what you're willing to lose. And you should definitely do all of your own research and not just invest based on videos you watch on YouTube, regardless of who they are. But, you know, down 4%, $10.50 currently. And again, this is one that, you know, has been as high as $20. So it's about half price. Again, a project ranked 24, think is going to do really well. Do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on this particular project. Total value locked for this particular project near is 92.14 million. And refinances the dominance or holds the dominance at 62.84%. So, yeah, really interested to see how that one sort of, you know, gets on. If we have a look at the artificial intelligence and machine learning, 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗥𝗦, currently ranked C1, so very poor, down 9.95% at the time of recording for the 7-day change. Your fear and greed index is a D, so, you know, it's fearful. Your Sharpe ratio is a D, so again, both of those pulling it down. Your moving average is D, so again, pulling it down. Your firm profitability is A1, so it's a very profitable project, so that's good. AMI-HAD ratio is A2, so that's pretty solid. And your peak end value demand is C2, so again, pulling it down slightly. Again, not too concerned about this in the short term. Long term, I think this one's going to do really well. Moving on to the fifth and final one. This one is, you know, well, if you watch the channel, you know this is one of my favorite projects out there, and for many reasons, but one of those is the fact that, you know, in my opinion, it's going to be really important for projects to link up with one another, and they call this bridging. Harmony, you know, is looking to bridge to all chains, and for me, that's really important. I think that's going to, you know, the projects that link up, and, you know, particularly with metaverse and stuff like that, these are the ones that are going to do really well in the long term, in my opinion. Not financial advice, but this is one that, you know, we've got the stake pool for. We're dropping ad after.
Today's video has been sponsored by Cheeky Crypto, and specifically the Harmony One staking pool. If you are looking to support the channel and do not know how, the best way you can go about doing this is actually to go ahead and delegate your One holdings into the Cheeky One staking pool. By doing so, not only are you supporting the channel, but you're also providing yourself with a nice passive income on your crypto holdings. You'll get some very juicy returns hovering around the 10% APY, and this is a fantastic way to make your crypto work hard for you the way that you worked hard for your crypto. Guys, if you are looking to support the channel, why not delegate today to the Cheeky One staking pool with the Harmony One protocol?
After this, but, you know, for me, you know, I'm still purchasing Harmony One, right? We earn it from the pool. I'm still purchasing it, and you don't see me do that that often. You know, I really want to get a big position in Harmony. I mean, I've got a fairly big position in Harmony, but I want it to grow significantly, mainly because I think everything that they're doing at the moment is tremendous. I think the fact that they've got the funding available, I think it's like 300 million USD available for, you know, projects to go on the ecosystem. We're starting to see the ecosystem grow massively. It's super cheap for transactions, so great for NFTs and that side of things. The community is massively involved with all of the DAOs that are being set up sort of all over the world for very various different reasons, to support the Harmony ecosystem grow, develop, and you know, mature over time. So for me, fantastic project. Expect big things, and February I think is going to be a good month for Harmony. Again, all of these projects, you know, within a matter of weeks and months, I expect to be achieving all-time highs. Do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on Harmony. Really interested to know. Obviously, recently they've had the Ethereum bridge, so you've also got the Binance pair with Ethereum now as well. We're waiting on the Bitcoin bridge, and that I think is going to be massive. So really interested to see when that happens. But there's just so much going on. I could talk about Harmony for hours upon hours. But let's have a look at the price. Currently down 7.69% at 17.79. This recently has been as high as, what we got here, been as high as 37.37. So it's on massive discount. I expect Harmony to do really well. And for me, the price is a good one. But make sure that you're not FOMOing in. Make sure you go do your research on these projects. Particularly make sure you're not FOMOing in and you're getting in at the right price, right? Because these prices, market's volatile, it might pull back a little bit more. So make sure you get your if you are getting into some of these projects because they resonate with you and you've done your research and all that wonderful jazz, make sure you're getting in at the right price so you're getting real value. So the total value locked in USD is just over 1 billion now for Harmony. You've got DeFi Kingdom's dominance at 60.41%. So you're starting to see this ecosystem really grow, right? It's really important you go do your research on all of these projects before you get involved in them. There are many scam projects and all that sort of stuff. So I want everybody to be vigilant. Make sure they do their research and they don't just FOMO into some of these projects. So do let me know what you think of Harmony in the comments below. Really interested to get your views and opinions. Now, don't get me wrong, there are many other projects that are going to do really well in February, but I like to only call out 5. These are the 5 that I'm calling out for February. Do let me know what 5 projects you would pick for February. Really interested to get your views and opinions. If you enjoyed today's content and you want to support the channel, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.